And when that happened, it was just like, okay, that's when I kind of didn't realize it, because I was just getting so much hate from like Laker fans and then fans in general, the people that love Kobe. Like, it would be crazy, because that's when social media kind of Twitter was kind of just buzzing right then.
Yeah.
You know, I was a little late to Twitter, but Twitter was that time, 2009, 2010. And I'm looking at this shit like, damn, all these motherfuckers hate me. That's crazy. You know what I mean? But that after a while, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to really make you hate me. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go out there and be more of a dog.
And they couldn't stop talking about you. That was the thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no matter what, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a war when we play out there. You know what I mean? And if we're cool before that, you know, we're not gonna be, if we're friends, we're gonna be friends after the game. You know what I mean? Like,
but in the game
we're enemies.
Yeah.
My team is my family. You know what I mean? So I got into a lot of shit during my career, but it was never no one like fucking with me.
Yeah.
They were fucking with my teammates, you know.
Right.
So I was coming to the, you know, just kind of, I mean,
like
if you really want to, like, I'm not gonna let you fight Blake. I'm not gonna let you fight CP. I'm not gonna let you fight Kobe. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna. So if we're gonna fight, I'm gonna fight you, type shit. That's how I looked at it. You know what I mean? Because I felt like, you know, we had to protect our superstars. You know, we don't go if they're not going. They're not going.
Did you and Kobe like have a conversation when you became a Laker?
It was just a mutual respect. Kobe like actually hit me up after that, because after that season, I was supposed to re-sign a 3-year situation with Orlando. That didn't work. Kobe called me up, asked me if I wanted to be a Laker. Like 3 or 4 days later, I was a Laker. You know what I mean? And we were cool, and it was just something where
we had the tough-ness.
Right. You know, like
we had some toughness.
Like, now we're cool. But I mean, Kobe's not dumb. You know, he went out and got Ron the year before.
Yeah,
you know
what
I mean? Like, because he's a bad motherfucker, so to have everyone coming at you every single night, like, that gets tiring. You know what I mean? So you need some motherfucking goons out there that are, you know what I mean, take the load off you, and
it's like hockey.
And let you chill. You know what I mean? So that was like, we were kind of his, like, we're gonna go out there and play basketball, but if anything else jumps off, you know, me and Ron Artest are ready. You know what I mean? So you got the battle, you have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So
no, I seen it up close, you know, because I'm a season ticket holder. I was right there through a lot of those battles.
Right. No, it was fun, man.
It was a pleasure to watch you play, dog. I gotta tell you that shit.
But that's how it was, man. Like I said, and now me and Kobe are cool. You know what I mean? Like, he worked my twins out for their 10th birthday. He just sent their whole AU team shoes just like last week. So
yeah, that was
people. It's crazy though, because when I post shit, excuse me, hold on.
Did you chief him out, right?
I want to. We have not.
That's probably the big question. Did you chief him out?
Well, you know, there's that meme that's around that was Snoop and him in the studio, and it's like close up on Kobe's
I mean,
eyes.
if anybody, I
Yeah.
guarantee if Kobe came to like Dog's studio, that he wouldn't leave without smoking. With me and Dog on his shoulder, like, come on, bro.
Or at least get a contact.
Nah, we'll get him. He'll take a hit.
I also wanted to ask you, like, I mean, you know, you said it. You grew up tough. It wasn't easy. Like, how did it feel to like accomplish being in the NBA? You know, that's like everybody's childhood dream.
Yeah.
Like play professional sports and shit like that.
I never got a chance to appreciate it while I was playing, because I was grinding so hard. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had to grind to get there, and then from year to year, I had 1-year contracts. So I never had to like time to sit back like, yeah, this is the shit. I just was never like that. Like, it was always a motherfucking every single game. Like, I played like it was my last game. So now, 15 years later, I can look back on it and say that I played with some of the best players to ever play this game. You know what I mean? I played with Chris Webber, I played with Allen Iverson, I played with Shaq, I played with Kobe, I played with Grant Hill, I played with Steve Nash, I played with Steph, Clay, Kobe,
like crazy,
you know what I mean? Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. Like, I played with some people that, you know, a lot of those guys are going to the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? So I played on different teams. I had a long time. I had fun. I made a lot of friends.
And you had key roles on all those teams.
I started on every single team I played on. You know what I mean? No matter where I was coming from, like, I was in there, and I was someone that always. That's why I really feel like I got to play until I didn't want to play no more, because I knew my role. Like, did I want to shoot more and score more? Did I want to have 20 points? You know what I mean? Did I want to average more than 10 or 11 points? Hell yeah, but that wasn't my job. You know what I mean? Like, I knew what the fuck my job was. So it was my job was to play defense. You know, be a dog, bring energy, make the right play offense, and knock down 3-point shots. So I learned that was the only thing I focused on. You know what I mean? So when I played in the summer, I would, you know, do more shit and shoot more and be that. But like, I knew in the NBA what I had to do, and that's what a lot of motherfuckers don't last in the NBA, is because everyone wants to be Kobe.
They don't, yeah.
The one thing Doc Rivers told me one time is be a star in your role. You know what I mean? Like, look at understand your team, understand your situation, and find out what they want you to do, and just be a star in that role. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And do it to the absolute, to your absolute best.
You think Phil Jackson is a dude who can pinpoint everybody's role and get them to accept it?
I think he puts his style on you, and you have to play within it. You know what I mean? But Phil is someone that gives you a lot of freedom to be able to create within that situation. So that it was funny, like.
That's kind of what Luke's doing with these new cats.
Yeah,
right?
well, I want to get to that, but it was funny because when Kobe worked the twins out, his daughter plays, and they're running the triangle. Like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, they're running the triangle. So his daughter's AU team runs the triangle offense. I'm just like, that's crazy because it's just not that kind of style no more. But they're so disciplined, they run it. But the thing about the triangle is, once you learn it, you know how to cheat it. So Kobe used to cheat that shit all the time. Like, we're supposed to move in the triangle and go to the next spot, but Kobe would always, he always had the mismatch, so he would run to that block spot and get a shot and do what he had to do. But Phil allows you to be very creative within that, and that's why they won so many championships, obviously, with the players. But that offense was a good offense.
How did it feel to finally get your chip? Did it feel like everything you had ever thought it was?
No, it was bittersweet, bro. To be honest with you, because I always wanted. I took less money throughout my career. I probably took, possibly 20 million less than I could have made throughout my career to go to better teams. You know what I mean? I always wanted to win. I feel like when you win, everybody eats. You know what I mean? So
you're happy.
Right. So to finally go to the Warriors and get a situation where I was about to win a championship, because I went over there when Kevin Durant went down. So I was playing for like maybe a month and a half, and I was playing consistent minutes, playing solid, earning my keep to be on that team.
Earning more minutes.
Right. And then like a week before the playoffs, like I sprained my ankle really bad. Like I almost broke my ankle. The worst sprain of my whole entire career. So we're going into the playoffs. Like, I'm not ready the first round. Like, I keep trying my hardest to be able to play. I can't. I'm not ready. 4-0. I'm not ready the second round. We're 8-0, so I'm finally starting to feel better, like towards the Western Conference Finals, and it's just like the team is playing so well already. They have a rotation, they have a rhythm. You can't just come back and jump in there. So I had to kind of almost watch the situation from the outside.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was very thankful for the opportunity. It was amazing to be on that ride. But I don't really feel like I earned it from a standpoint. I wasn't out there like in the war.
In those
I wasn't
particular
out there
battles.
trying to help guard Dame Lillard and then CJ McCollum and LeBron and Kawhi and all the dudes that I would guard during the season. I didn't get a chance to do that, on the biggest stage. So it's just like, I don't really count when people say, you won a championship, why don't you have your ring? Like, I really don't count it as I earned it. You know what I mean? So to me,
you wanted a role in it.
Come on, man, I had to.
Yeah.
And if I wouldn't have got hurt, I would have. But that's just how it was. So, at the end of the day, like, I don't really count it as, but to me, the best part about it was my twin boys got to come along the journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's
they got
cool.
to.
They experienced.
They're flying on the team plane with us and sitting up where we're hanging out. You know what I mean? And then during they come on at the end of practice and the twins are shooting out against KD and Steph. Like, that's shit you can't pay for. You know what I mean? And then when we won a championship, them little motherfuckers were in everybody's shots. So when KD is holding up the trophy, you see Isaiah and Carter, you see, Steph held up the trophy, you see Kerr held up the trophy, the twins are everywhere. It was funny, like the funniest part, because I was just standing to the back, just kind of taking it in. Like, the dopest part, like I got to do it for the city. Like, we helped put that city back in place back in 2008, so it was good to or 2007. It was good to come back and do it there. So I was just kind of taking everything in, but the twins were just in the mix, like Puffy. They was all in the mix, and they loved it. You know what I mean? And the guys embraced them, and
that's inspiration.
Come on, man! Like, what kind of kids? I mean, they got their own championship Warrior rings. They got like replicas of just smaller ones.
That's
you know what I mean? Like, what 9? Like, they were 9 years old. Like, tell me what 9-year-olds. Come on, man! That's why. So that's what outweighs the kind of like, damn, I wish that, because it hurt me not to be able to play. But it was just, you ask people, like, they don't like playing against people, and once we're teammates, I'm one of their favorite teammates because I'm just, I'm about my shit, So it's just the fact that it didn't happen that way, but the fact that the boys got to on that ride with me, what I mean? That's what made it all worth it.
They got to see it, man.
Right.
Word up, man. I know you got shit to do, so one last question. One real quick.
I got time.
Who's the biggest trash talker on the court that you played with or against?
Trash talker. Probably trash talking kind of went out because the game got so soft and the
So
refs are so
everything
fucking.
is sensitive right
The refs
now.
are so bad right now with this bullshit. It really bothers me. So trash, like you couldn't say nothing to nobody really, but like, you know, like GP is a historical trash talk. You know,
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, like, but they used to let that shit slide. It
Back
made the
in
game
that-
more right.
in that
So
time,
I'd
man.
probably say like the last trash talker was KG.
KG.
You know what I mean? He was the last of a dying breed. Like, although it happened, but we were getting technical fouls for it all the time now. So
Yeah.
every time you want to talk shit, someone costs you $2,500. Like, come on, man.
That's got to be hard.
I mean, I couldn't hold my tongue, so I lost a lot of money when like some shit. Because I would say shit. Yeah, I would say shit to the rest because the rest bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you did. You saw that foul. You know. So it's just like.
So you could
it
talk,
was
but
hard.
they're gonna fine you
You're
for
gonna
it
get a
every
tech.
time.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get a tech.
Yeah.
So it's just.
That's crazy shit.
It's nuts.
And what is your favorite strain that you're fucking with right now?
Man, I'm just on these sativas, really. I don't have a favorite, like forbidden fruit. I'm smoking a lot of forbidden fruit right now. But, anybody got sativa, like a dope sativa out there right now, I want to send it to me. I'll smoke it. And, I'll shout you out on my Instagram if I really fuck with it. So, try to find me.
That's what's up. One last one. Who else in the NBA you think had good scraps?
Zach Randolph, Zebo, Steven Jackson. I mean, there's a lot of guys that probably fight right around our test. There's a lot of, it's not, I don't know, most of the time, most people, the shit you see, like, most of the time it's tough shit because, like, your teammates are going to hold you back and the rest are going to hold
Right.
you back. There's very few guys that will really try to fight you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like.
because that's a bigger
Yeah,
fight.
so it's not so much that like we're the toughest guys in the world, but we're just not about the bullshit. Like I'm not gonna act like if we're gonna fight, I'll fight you right here on the court. We don't have to wait. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so it's just like not too many people really want to fight, and not that we even really want to fight, but if it went down, we'd be ready. You know?
Yeah,
So there's probably a handful of us. Like no matter what, like if some shit, like if you're in it, I'm in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's probably because a lot of guys, some guys will just walk away, some guys are watching. To each his own. But I'm not that kind of person. Like
Yeah.
if my dog is in a fight, I'm
You
in
have-
a fight
you
regardless.
have your-
you know what I
your-
mean? So.
Yeah, you have their back.
There's a handful of us.
That's what's
I
up,
mean,
man.
that Indiana Pacer team showed you.
It's
You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
You know what I mean? So that's
For sure.
unfortunate that kind of stuff happens, but fans are on some bullshit. They think because they pay their money, they can say and do what they want, and you can't. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna talk this shit. You're not gonna throw a drink on me in public because I'll beat the shit out of you. You know what I mean? So don't do it at a game, and while I'm at work.
Yeah.
What if I came to your job and threw shit at you or cussed you out the whole time you're working? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all good, but I mean, you can't cross the line, and you cross the line on some people, and you're gonna get slapped, and that's what happened.
That's true. Hey, isn't there a player right now who does MMA on the side?
I'm
he's from the
sure
Miami
there's a
Heat.
lot of them.
Yeah, for the Heat, right?
James Johnson.
Yeah, James Johnson.
I'm sure a lot of, I boxed, I still box. So, a lot of guys, those are some of the best workouts, you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
I said, I'm not saying that everyone, people can really fight, you know what I mean? But it's just so expensive, it's not worth it. But if it's gonna go down, for sure there's a handful of motherfuckers that'll be ready for you.
Right on, man. That's what's up.
You ever
Don't
ask
fuck
nothing?
with these guys.
You all right back here?
I asked, I got my questions in the beginning.
Don't fuck with these guys, man.
Let me ask you real quick. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What was like the best time you had in the NBA? Like, who was the best when you had the most fun on what team?
The 2007 Warriors That We Believe team. So me, Steven Jackson, Baron Davis, Monte Ellis, Jay Rich, Al Harrington, all still friends to this day. We made NBA history. When we beat Dallas, Dallas was, I think they had 60-something, 63, 64 wins that year. Dirk was MVP. And we came and shut all that shit down just because we thugged it out. You know what I mean?
Straight up
Like,
shut 'em
we
down.
We bullied them. You know what I mean? So that was a really fun time. And like I said, that was a part to kind of put the Bay back on the map because they have such amazing fans. So it felt good to be like, we still get love. I mean, I was on the championship team and I was on the We Believe team. So I got a lot of, like, the Bay fucks with me. And I'm from, I'm basically from around that area. You know what I mean? Yeah, San Jose. So it's just like, it was dope. That was a fun team. The Clipper team was fun, because we kind of helped put the Clippers back on the map.
Yeah,
There was a
for
time
sure.
where we were the most talented team in the NBA. We just had too much headbutting within our own locker room. But we had a fun, Lob City. That team's
Yeah.
going to go down in history. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
that
for
was
how fun. It was a fun time. You know what I mean? Like, to think that at any time the Clippers would ever be like bigger than the Lakers. And we were bigger than the Lakers. That we weren't the team at LA. LA will always be a Laker town. You mean no matter how good the Clippers get,
But it was
people were fucking with us.
They
you know
gave
what I
it
mean?
a
Like
run
the
for sure.
Stars were coming to our games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit was.
There was a lot of excitement.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
I
dope.
went to a few Clipper
Yeah, it was
games
dope.
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? To think that that the Clippers would be beating the Lakers by 30
Yeah.
with Kobe.
It was
like,
hard.
What the fuck? You
It
know
was
what I mean?
hard.
And for me, I just came from the Lakers too. Lakers are my all-time favorite team. Like I grew up a Magic Johnson, Worthy, Byron Scott, that kind of.
It was bittersweet,
Showtime,
right?
you know what I mean? So it was hard for me to see the Lakers be bad for so long.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so happy for them now that they got LeBron and Kuzma's a fucking animal,
He's
and
a
I
beast.
love Ball, and you know they got some good pieces. They may have to trade some people to get some people in, but
Yeah.
I like what they're doing over there. So as a fan, I love that the Lakers, because it was hard to see the Lakers just terrible.
Yeah.
And it was hard to see Kobe go out that way too, and he's so loyal. He probably could have went to another team and probably won another
something
ring or
together,
two.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was loyal, and to see him have to go out with just such, and this is all due respect, just what it was, just such bad teams.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. But basketball is better with Lakers and Celtics being relevant. You know, if they
True
can
that.
ever get the Knicks back relevant, get a new owner over there, get the Knicks back relevant. Golden State is one of those historical franchises now. You know what I mean? So it's fun when there's like dominant, the dominant
Yeah.
teams are back in play.
Yeah, man. It's getting better, man.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun. I mean, they don't let you play no defense no more, so that's why I'm kind of glad I faded out when I did. They don't let you touch nobody.
That's true, man.
The shit is like flag football.
Yeah, I mean the game the other night was like 40 to 140 something.
Because you got to think like excitement. So 3-pointers and dunks, like. That's exciting. You want to see those kind of highlights. You don't want to see a defensive grinding game, you know what I mean? And that's why the NBA is getting so global now, because there's so many highlights. Steph is shooting jump shots from half court.
Bro, they scored 59 points in the
Come
first
on, man,
quarter.
and who's dunking? People are dunking left and right. Like those are highlights. So that's what continues to make basketball so big, is because it's such an exciting thing that we're taking over. Slowly but surely becoming the #1 sport in the United States, and we're really starting to grow globally, and that's what they want. You know what I mean? So
There's talent coming from all over.
So as like a purist, someone that like, God damn, you can't play no motherfucking defense. You kind of have to understand. You just have to move with the times. Like now, they're all about exciting. They don't care nothing about defense. They're gonna call bullshit fouls so people can shoot 20 free throws so the score continues to go. Like they just want points because that's exciting, and you got to understand that.
Yeah, it's a new day,
Right.
new game.
Definitely.
Hey man, I want to thank you for jumping in the box with us.
No doubt, man.
Know what
Thanks for
I'm
having me.
saying?
I didn't really even get to smoke my shit because I got to talk, but I'm gonna finish this before I bounce.
That's what's up, man. Matt Barnes in the box. You know what I'm saying? Leave comments, subscribe to the channel. Fuck with my dude right
Send me
here.
your sativas. I want the best sativa out. Send that shit to me.
That's what's up.
Got the heart of a lion, soul of a titan, mind of a genius. Fly with the height, all your senses is senseless, resistant, relentless. It's what they call you when your grind is endless. Let's get this.
They say I'm psycho, I move weight like lipo. Got a big crib like Michael.